So alright guys, here we are. This is episode 3 of the best Bodysnatchers in UFC 4, and today we are in the Flyweight division. So what I'm basing this on is punch power, kick power, and move levels for body attacks. So this may not come to a surprise, but in the number 1 slot is this man right here, Deiveson Figueiredo. He has a punch power of 98 and a kick power of 93. So let's go check out his move levels. He has a 2-star body jab, a 3-star body straight. Both lead and rear hooks are level 4. And then his uppercuts are level 3 as well. So you're going to be able to do some good damage, especially with that 98 power. And then he has a level 3 lead body roundhouse and a level 4 rear body roundhouse, which that level 4, that is the one you want to throw. That's the one you're going to want to do some damage with, especially if they're in the opposite stance. And then he also has access to like the lead body side kick, the front kicks, so you can put your opponent at that proper range so you can get off these kicks. He does not have the switch kick, but he does have, he has good body knee, so if your opponent's trying to pressure you, you throw that knee out there. And then he has access to these spinning kicks as well. I wouldn't throw those too much, but if you can time them with that 93 kick power, you can be able to do some good damage to the body. And as we all know, once the body goes, usually the head will follow. So I feel like that's what makes him, the number 1. And then he also has access to the level 4 boxing combinations. Let's see if I'm right about that. I'm just taking a guess. I kind of like to do this once in a while, just to test my game knowledge. Yeah, level 4 boxing combinations. So this is going to give you access to, like all those combinations that can go head, body, so you can really mix up your opponent and, do some good body work. So, alright, let's move on to the next fighter. So the next fighter in the number 2 body snatcher in the flyweight division is this man right here, KaraFrance. He has a punch power of 95 and a kick power of 90. Now let's go check out his move levels. So he has a 3-star body jab, a 4-star body straight, a 4-star lead body hook, which I've said this in my previous videos. I feel like that is one of the most commonly used, at least, body punches in the game. It's so quick, and it can start adding damage if your opponent, because sometimes your opponent, like, they won't block it, they just won't respect it. So if you can build up damage with that strike, you'll be doing pretty good. And then his kicks are pretty well rounded, level 3 for both the lead and the rear body roundhouse. And then again, he has access to all these body kicks, just like Deiveson. And then I believe he does have a switch kick. Both knees are level 3. But that switch kick, you add that to your game, and that's just, I love using fighters with that. That switch kick, it's one of the fastest kicks in the game. Can really, really do some damage to your opponent's body with that kick if you can time it at the proper range. And then even has this body spinning kick, which I don't throw those often, but if you can time one right, you can do some good damage. And then he's pretty well rounded when it comes to his combinations, so you should be able to get off and mix your opponent up very good with his well-versed combinations. Alright, let's move on to the next fighter. The next fighter is Dillashaw. He has a punch power of 95 and also a kick power of 95. Now, some of you might be saying, why is he in the number 3 slot? Well, let's go look at his move levels. So he has a 3-star body jab, a 3-star body straight, but only level 2 body hooks and only level 2 body uppercuts. So this is kind of what puts him in the number 3 slot. You could say it's kind of a tie because he does have more kick power than KaraFrance, but I feel his move levels are a little low, at least in the boxing department. He does have a good lead body roundhouse, but sometimes, that can be dangerous to throw if you don't have the right timing, the right distance. It's a little bit slower than the rear, so then he doesn't have really access to much of like the flashy stuff, like the spinning body kicks. He doesn't have the switch kick, and that's why I put KaraFrance, above him. Even though he does have more kick power, I just felt his move levels kind of dropped him down a little bit. So that is why I put him in the number 3. So if you guys, let me know if you agree, if you disagree. But that is why. It's just, like I said, he might have more power, but his move levels just kind of lower him a little bit. And then he does, look at these combinations: level 4 boxing, level 5 kickboxing, and level 3 Muay Thai. So a good mix of combinations. And so you should be able to do some good body work. Again, mix your opponent up. That's what we're talking about here. So let's move on to the number 4 body snatcher. So the number 4 body snatcher might come to a surprise to some people, but it's Joseph Benavidez. He has a punch power of 93 and a kick power of 92, but he has some good move levels. So let's go check them out. So he only has a level 2 body jab and body straight, but look at this: 4-star body hooks. So if you can double up to the body with these body hooks, you're going to do some good damage, especially with that 93 punch power. And then his lead uppercut is only level 2, but his rear one's level 3. So you should be able to get off some good damage with his boxing. How you're going to want to use Joseph Benavidez is, more of a boxing base anyway. He doesn't really have good kicks. And this is what puts him in the number 4 slot. Is because this is really the only division I kind of made guys, like I did it from the top down. Like the other ones really weren't in order. But as you see, he doesn't really have good kicks. So like I said, you're really going to want to do your damage to the body with his boxing. But the flyweight division is kind of shallow in UFC 4. So I was able to, put him in order from, top to bottom. And that's why, in the other videos I didn't do that, because like a lot of them were kind of even. Like a lot of the fighters, like they kind of had the same move levels, kind of the same, like around the same power, things of that nature. So I didn't really want to say, oh, this guy was better. But in this division, you can do that because it is so shallow in UFC 4. So, but let's go look at his combos. So he has level 3 combos for boxing and only level 1 and 2 for Muay Thai. So again, like I said, you're going to want to do your work to your opponent's body with his boxing. So alright, let's move on to the 5th and final body snatcher. And that man is Brandon Moreno. So Brandon Moreno has a punch power of 92 and he has a kick power of 89. Now let's go check out his move levels. So he has a body jab level 3, body straight level 2. Both his hooks to the body are level 3, and his uppercuts are level 2. So nothing too crazy. And that is why he is in the number 5th slot. And his kick power, is something to be desired. I really wish they would upgrade his kicks. I feel he deserves at least a level 3 rear body roundhouse. I mean, they don't have to give him the switch kick and all that, but I feel, he should have some better kicks. He's shown he has better kicks on level 2, in my opinion. But he does have level 4 boxing combinations, just like Davis and Figueiredo. So you can do that, head body, or body head, things of that nature, and just mix up your opponent. That's where these are going to be the best guys to do that with, because not only do they have the power, but they have the move levels to go with them. So let me know if you agree, if you disagree, if you got something to add. And I'm more than glad to hear from you guys. But if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But if you don't do any of that, at least have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.